Where did all the trees go? In this video, I want to talk about what makes a good photo. And for that, I'm bringing you to Nevada. Nevada is a state that's very special to me, and that's because it holds very good, very fun childhood memories. My aunt used to live in Carson City, Nevada. That's a little bit south from here. And I remember my dad and I used to go visit her every year almost for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, sometimes even a month at a time. So that was some of my best memories, was visiting her, going out in the desert with my dad and just driving out for hours and not seeing anything man-made, just open desert and clear open landscape. A lot different from Costa Rica. I remember one time getting in my aunt's car with my dad and her, and we wanted to go fishing in Lake Tahoe. I think it was an old Oldsmobile, 70s or 80s. We drove around the Nevada side to Lake Tahoe, and my dad took the wrong turn, so we ended up driving all the way around the lake. It was a 3-hour trip just to find a place to go fishing, and at the end we never did it, but it was a great road trip just to go in the car and look at the landscape, and just a very scenic, beautiful drive. I remember going back to Carson City and trying to find my aunt's house. And I don't have an address, so I was just going by landmarks. And it has changed so much. I know it's only been 25 years, but wow, things have changed. The biggest landmark that I remember was the big Kmart, or Super Kmart or something like that, but it's not there anymore. The big open landscapes with very few houses in between has changed into house. So I couldn't find her house. It was a little disappointing, but hey, this here, right now I'm in Winnemucca, Nevada. And it's very similar to what I remember Carson City, how it used to be. The big open land, the random house here and there, and just a big open desert landscape. It's very beautiful. Yeah, there's a little bit less trees, and the terrain is a little bit more rocky and less sandy. And there's fewer jackrabbits. But it's very similar, surrounded by mountains and very beautiful open desert landscapes. Driving through town, you'll see all the neon lights for all the casinos and motels and everything, and that's very distinctive of Nevada. Up here in the mountains, it's a bit more serene, a bit more tranquil, and the landscape just brings back some of those memories from a lifetime ago. It's very relaxed and very pretty. Those memories really do connect, and that's what makes this place special. A good photograph is usually judged by light and composition and subject matter and so many different things that work together to make a special image. But to me, photography is very subjective, and it's up to every photographer, each and every photographer, to decide and to capture something meaningful to them and then edit it in a way that reflects what they were trying to convey with that image. So for me, what makes a good photo is an image that brings you emotion, that brings you memories and feeling. And that's not always related to light or composition or something, a subject that's amazing. Sometimes you find that in the simplest images. Something that triggers a memory, a smell. All this dead sagebrush around here. This smell reminds me of my dad and how he couldn't stop sneezing every time he was near it. We would come visit my aunt for a month at a time, and he would sneeze the whole month. He was so allergic to that sagebrush. I know it wasn't funny at the time, but I think it's funny now. But it's images like that, little things like that trigger a memory, that make you smile, that make you remember a different life, a different point in life. And not only past memories, but creating new memories. That's why photography is so special and so important. Everywhere you go, you're creating a new memory. You're visiting new places, traveling, and to me, that's why photography is part of my life. Because I don't want to forget. I want to keep all those memories and all those emotions with me. So yes, some of these pictures might only mean something to me. But that's fine, because I don't take pictures for anybody else. I do it for myself. I'm not worried about what other people are thinking about my images, whether they like them or not. It's something that means something to me, and that's what makes them special. Yes, if I do get hired and somebody wants me to capture an image for them, whether it's a landscape or a pet or a family portrait, that's one of the questions you want to ask. You want to find out more about what's behind that image. What's behind that landscape that they want? What memories does it bring? And that's a very good starting point to capture the feeling and the emotion behind that image. You'll never go wrong by finding out what makes that landscape attractive to your client. That's a very good starting point to get a great image. I remember the neighbors from across the street at my aunt's house. They would put together a bike for me to use while I was there, and my dad would go for walks and I would follow in behind with the bike. And a different life, different lifestyle, very different world that we live in today. And that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I know the last couple of weeks I've been a little bit busy and I haven't had time to make videos. Life gets in the way sometimes. I should be able to make more and more videos now. So thank you very much for watching. Please click on that like button. It really does help me out a lot if you do. And please subscribe if you haven't. And if you know of anybody that might be interested in this kind of video, please share it. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.